Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, in this video, I will show you an example on how to solve a question on wave equation. Okay, so for example, given the question, a vibrating string, here string, okay, there's a hint there that it will be wave equation, has both its end points fixed at x equal to 0 and x equal to pi. Okay, that means L equal to pi. Okay, the motion of the vibrating string satisfied the wave equation here. Okay, the standard wave equation. Therefore, from here we know that alpha squared equal to 5. Okay, and with initial condition us naught equal to x over 6 and the initial velocity del u del t x naught equal to root 5. Okay, find the motion of this vibrating string at any time t greater than 0. Okay, the first solution, the first thing that you need to do for the solution is to write this. Okay, that means we let u of xt equal to x of x t of t. Therefore, uxx equal to x double prime x t of t. And utt is equal to x of x t double prime t. Okay, and next we substitute into the given wave equation, this one. Okay, we substitute into this given wave equation. Okay, we have x of x t double prime t because del u del t squared. Okay, del squared u del t squared equal to 5. Okay, here is 5. Del squared u del x squared would be x double prime x t of t. Okay, as a reminder, we use here the partial derivative. Okay, next, separate the variables. Okay, based on the unknown. So here will be t double prime t over 5t of t. Remember the constant should be with t. Okay, and then is equal to x double prime x over xx. Okay, that means we move here and there. And this one is equal to negative lambda squared. Okay, it's always going to be negative lambda squared. Okay, from here we have x double prime x over x of x equal to negative lambda squared. Therefore, we have this equation, okay, equal to 0. And then we will be using the characteristic equations or auxiliary equations, okay, where m squared plus lambda squared equal to 0. And hence, we have m equal to plus minus lambda I. Okay, using the quadratic formula. Okay, so right now x of x is equal to c1 cos lambda x plus c2 sin lambda x. Okay, and for t, we have here t double prime t over 5t of t equal to negative lambda squared. And rearranging this equation, we will have this one. Okay, this might be an error here. Okay, it should be this one only. Okay, there's an error here, sorry. Just consider this part. Okay, from here to here. Okay, we have t double prime t plus 5 lambda squared t of t equal to 0. And then the characteristic equations or the auxiliary equations for t is m squared plus 5 lambda squared equal to 0. Where m is equal to plus minus root 5 lambda I. Okay, be careful. It's only root 5. Lambda doesn't have any roots. Okay. And t of t is equal to c3 cos root 5 lambda t plus c4 sin root 5 lambda t. If you want to be extra careful, it's better for you to write the angle in brackets. Okay? And therefore, uxt is equal to x of x multiplied with t of t. Okay? Okay, let's apply the first condition, which is u0t equal to 0. Because both ends are fixed, okay, that means at the starting point, the motion should be 0. So, x0 t of t equal to 0. And t of t does not equal to 0 for some arbitrary t. And therefore, x0 equal to 0 here. Okay, so from here, this is your x of x, okay. We substitute the value 0. We have c1 cos 0, okay, because cos lambda x plus c2 sin 0. Is written here, and from here sin 0 is equal to 0. So we are left with the first part only, and cos 0 equal to 1. Okay, therefore C1 equal to 0. S of x is equal to C2 sine lambda x. Okay, therefore we have the new UST then. Okay, you need to rewrite it. Okay, next. The second condition. Okay, U pi t equal to 0 because it is ULT equal to 0. That's the boundary condition. Okay, so right now U pi t is equal to x pi, t of t equal to 0. T of t does not equal to 0 for some arbitrary t, and therefore x pi equal to 0. Okay, next, x pi is equal to C2 sine lambda pi. Remember the initial that we have after the first condition, x of x is equal to C2 sine lambda x. Okay, that's why we have here x pi equal to C2 sine lambda pi. Okay, and here, sorry, this one should be double. Okay, next. C2 does not equal to 0 because if C2 equal to 0, it will be trivial solution. There will be no solution. Okay, so therefore, sine lambda pi equal to 0 and lambda pi is equal to n pi because sine lambda pi is equal to 0 and that would mean equal to sine n pi. Okay, we equal the angles. Okay, so lambda pi equal to n pi and therefore lambda equal to n for n from 1, 2, 3 until infinity. It won't start at 0 because if n equal to 0, it will be redundant. Okay, trivial solution too because this will be equal to 0 again. Okay, and therefore x of x is equal to C2 sine nx. Okay, and t of t is equal to C3 cos root 5 lambda is n, so nt plus C4 sine root 5 nt. Okay, rewrite it in terms of u, so it will be un. Okay, because everything is in terms of n. Okay, that's why here should be un xt. So here is it actually should be this one, C2n sin nx, C3n cos root 5 nt plus C4 sin root 5 nt. Here should be C4n. Okay, equal to an, bn, k, where an is equal to C2n times C3n and bn is equal to C2n times C4n. Okay, next we'll be imposing the superposition principle. We will use this. Okay, using superposition principle, we change this in terms of summation. Okay, so u x t is equal to summation n from 1 to infinity. Just rewrite everything back again. Okay, excluding this because we have changed it into the summation part. Okay, and next you may actually calculate as well, determine the UTST as well because this would be the second initial condition that later on. Okay, that means we differentiate u with respect to t. Sin nx would be hold as constant. Okay, we treat it as constant. Okay, so differentiating this part, okay, this term, we will have this one, negative an root 5 n sin root 5 nt. Okay, and this one is bn root 5 n cos root 5 nt. That's why for me, it's better for you to write the angle in bracket. Okay, it will be less confusing. Okay, this one. Okay, that will be my advice. Write your angles in bracket. Okay, next, the third condition is ux0 equal to x6 equal to fx. Okay, this is the initial motion. So right now, ux0 is equal to fx. That means we have summation n from 1 to infinity an sin nx. Okay, let me re-explain again the reason behind it. Because when you substitute u as 0 here, that means t equal to 0, right? So it will be summation n from 1 to infinity an cos, it will be too big. Okay, should be subscript cos 0 plus bn sin 0. Okay, remember to close the bracket, sin nx. Okay, Sin 0 is equal to 0, cos 0 equal to 1. Okay, that's why here we have an sin n x only. Okay, so the summation n from 1 to infinity an sin n x, which from here we can deduce that it's the same as the Fourier sine series. Therefore, we will be applying the Fourier sine series here. Okay, so an is equal to 2 over pi integrate 0 to pi x over 6 sin n x with respect to x. Okay, let's do a bit of recall. Okay, because let's say if we have like this, fx equal to summation n from 1 to infinity bn sin n pi x over L. Okay, bn here would be equal to 2 over L integrate 0 to L fx sin n pi x over L with respect to x. Okay, that's what we apply here. Okay, as you can see. Okay, and then here rearranging and simplifying, we have an equal to 1 over 3 pi integrate 0 to pi x sin n x with respect to x. Okay, for this one, it is integration by parts, so it's better for us to use the tabular integration, much easier. So for u, we let x be algebraic equation, algebraic function as u. So u equal to x. This part you need to differentiate. For algebraic function, you need to differentiate until you get 0. And then dv is sin n x, and here you need to integrate to get the v. Okay, integrate sin n x is negative 1 over n cos n x. Okay, integrate this one would be negative 1 over n squared sin n x. And once again, it's better for you to write it like this. Okay, avoid writing your answer in this kind of term. Okay, because there always gonna be silly mistake. Okay, where you can out the end. Okay, it's better to write your answer in this form. Okay, and for u, differentiate x equal to 1, differentiate 1 equal to 0. Here it would be the diagonal line. Okay, it should be alternate, plus minus. If you have another one, it's gonna be plus 10. Okay, so right now rewrite the answer from the tabular integration. Okay, we have an equal to 1 over 3 pi, open a bracket, positive, positive, negative, it will be negative x over n cos n x, plus, because positive, negative, negative gonna be plus. Okay, positive 1 over n squared sin n x. Substitute the value from 0 to pi. Okay, remember to substitute the value from the upper boundary minus the lower boundary. Okay, as for now, I think this one had been shortcut. Okay, I would prefer for you to write things in detail so that you understand what you do actually. Okay, so this one will be 1 over 3 pi, open the bracket. Okay, substitute the value of pi first. So it will be negative pi over n cos n pi plus 1 over n squared sin n pi minus, okay, open the bracket, substitute the value of 0, which means we will get 0, and then plus 1 over n squared sin 0. This one, it will be 0 because x is 0. Anything multiplied with 0 gonna be 0. Okay, sin 0 is equal to 0 and sin n pi equal to 0. Therefore, gonna be this part only. Okay, 1 over 3 pi negative pi over n cos n pi. Okay, simplifying, we have negative 1 over 3n cos n pi. This would be the value for an. Okay, next, the last initial condition, which is the velocity. So, the fourth condition, del u del t x0 equal to root of 5 equal to gx. Okay, which is this is gx. Okay, so the ut x0, okay, here, it can also be written like this. Ut x0 is equal to root of 5. Okay, which means it is summation n from 1 to infinity root 5 and bn sin n x, which is the Fourier sine series 2. Okay, I hope you know how we get to this point. Okay, it's actually from here. The ut that had been determined earlier. after we have the uxt. I think it's in this part here. Okay, this one. Okay, so right now it's gonna be when we substitute, I just write it here because it's easier for you to refer. Okay, that means here when we substitute utx naught, okay, in the condition 4 is actually equal to summation n from 1 to infinity, open the bracket, negative en root 5 n sin 0 plus bn root 5 n cos 0, close the bracket, sin and x. Okay, since sin 0 equal to 0, so we are left with summation n equal to 0 to infinity b of n root 5 n sin and x. Okay, this one cos 0 is equal to 1. Okay, that's how we get this equation here. Okay, and from here you can see that it is a Fourier sine series. Okay, so we're going to apply the Fourier sine series again. Remember, okay, this should be one term, okay, that we integrate for in determining the value of bn earlier in Fourier sine series. Okay, that's why you need to write them all together here. Okay, I will rewrite it again for your reference. So fx is equal to summation n from 1 to infinity b of n should be subscript, sorry, bn sin n pi x over l. So b of n here is equal to 2 over l integrate 0 to l fx, okay, sin n pi x over l with respect to x. Okay, that's why here this part is for bn. That means anything in front of sin. Okay, we need to consider all of this. Okay, so it will be root 5 n b of n equal to this summation then. This integral then. Okay, 2 of pi because l equal to pi. Integrate 0 to pi root 5 sin n x with respect to x. For this, you don't have to do integration by part because this is constant. Okay, integrate and substitute the value pi and 0. You will have this one. Okay, and I think it's better for me to substitute the value again. Okay, here would be 2 pi n okay, substitute the value is going to be negative 1 over n cos n pi minus open bracket negative 1 over n cos 0. Okay, since yang this one going to be 2 over n pi, sorry, I'm used to n pi rather than pi n. So this one going to be negative 1 over n cos n pi minus minus, so going to be plus 1. That's why it can be factorized into this. Okay, 2n pi, okay, pi n squared, okay, 1 minus cos n pi. Okay, I just remember, some of you might be confused how it become like this. It actually has been rearranged here. Okay, bn equal to 2 over pi over root 5 n integrate 0 to pi root of 5 sin n x with respect to x, right? So root of 5 and root of 5 can be cancelled out. Okay, because it's the same constant. That's why we are left only with this at the front. Okay. Okay, next. Okay, let me highlight it a bit. Okay, so later on, you just need to rewrite your answer in terms of uxt. Okay, uxt is equal to summation n equal to 1 to infinity. Open the bracket. This is your an. Okay, these here are all your an. Okay, a of n cos root 5 nt plus here is your b of n. Okay, sin root 5 nt sin and x. And once again, I would advise you actually to write your angles in bracket. Okay? Thank you for staying with me until the end. Hopefully you understand how to solve this type of question. And good luck. Assalamualaikum.